Welcome to Jamaica Dancehall Source, news and entertainment with a buzz. There's a saying that goes something like this: cock mouth kills cock. The good that you do, it follows you, and the bad that you do, it haunts you. So therefore, whenever you do any sorts of buck on social media, it will come back and haunt you. Such is the case of one Milton Ray, government name, known on the streets social media as 119. Based on the information, he was picked up a day or so ago and he was charged officially for malicious communication. He violated the Cybercrime Act. He was released on 400,000 Jamaican dollar bail. I want you to take a listen, take a look to what 119 has to say as it pertains to that. And then I'll give my piece.
The police can't tell me up to now. They not tell me when they say we offend the law. They not tell me my words, the words when we use. They not tell me nothing. They not tell me nothing. What is shocking? What is more shocking? Very shocking is the fact that a citizen of Jamaica can go online and say something. The police can come for you, arrest you, and charge you. They don't even want to hear from me. They don't want evidence from me. I am going to test in the Constitutional Court because obviously I'm constitutional. And as a matter of fact, the Media Association of Jamaica and the PAJ should really take up this law, look at it, and contest it because it's a very dangerous, threatening law to the practice of journalism, the practice of social media posting, the practice of vloggers and everybody.
So people, I told you what the charges are. Our charge is, I told you the bail amount, which was 400,000 Jamaican. You heard what he has to say. Like they say, there's always three sides to every story. The court of law side, 119 side, and then the truth. What he's claiming is that he's challenging the constitutionality of the Cybercrime Act because he feels as if his freedom of speech is being violated. Now, people, we've seen this man act on social media. Him talk about Miss Kitty. Of recently, he spoke about Sean Paul, his kids being jacket. We saw that Sean Paul confronted him at a concert. He then came on social media and he gave a polar opposite side to what we saw on social media. Now he's officially charged. Now, people, when it comes to Jamaica and freedom of speech, we see that it is not totally Russia, but it is not totally democratic, especially when you speak ill against persons with power, namely your Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Cannot say for sure if that was what he said or who he spoke about. However, he said that he was not clear as to why he was charged. The police did not give him any sorts of details and say, this is a specific clause in which you violated. One thing that I've come to realize on social media is that persons will do or say just about anything. And whenever they are held accountable, they do not take responsibility for their act. They always go in denial. What we realize is that persons want to trend on social media, and whenever they cannot trend with their own natural ability, they will then take it to the extreme and say all sorts of off the wall ish. The fact that on social media, once you have an agenda, there's always an equal or multitude of persons that are foolish enough as you that are willing to listen. It is not that you are smart, it is just that your sheep are fool or dumber than you. I guess 119 should learn his lesson from this, and then again, maybe not. Point blank and period.
Supposed to talk. You now talk too much because you are a celebrity, you are a media person, you're just a fly on the wall. You see me? So you don't even comment nothing. Because you cannot comment as somebody chat too much when you are a nobody or get involved in a somebody reasoning. Because if me I talk about the artist them are somebody. And me, we talk about the artist them are somebody. You understand what I say? So do not comment anything. If you think me chat too much, you know if you follow me and chat too much then. Just build. You understand?
So the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that controversial selector Foota Hype is getting a bashing on social media. And it is because of his bad mind, envious, covetous ways, particularly as it pertains to Vybz Kartel. So we saw that Vybz Kartel did a concert, double concert in Brooklyn, the Barclays Center, and everybody was raving, including Billboard, saying that this is the most extraordinary musical act they've ever seen in the history of the Barclays Center in a New York era, that borough. Well, people, it seems as if Foota Hype not only gave Vybz Kartel's concert some credit, he also gave him the milk and then him kick wet the buckets. It kind of sounded bad mind to most persons. So social media personality one Kevin, he came out and said, Foota Hype is so bad mind, and the reason Foota Hype is being bad mind is because of Aishana. Aishana have him ticket, and the fact that Aishana has been associated with Vybz Kartel and his manager being Scatter. That is why he is getting in his feelings. I want you to take a listen, take a look at exactly what one Kevin has to say as it pertains to that, and then I'll give my piece.
Aishana, big up yourself. Blood clot, Aishana, do it. Me know say, hey, Aishana get a proper backers after the Barclays Center. And it wasn't from Foota Hype. Aishana body cock up in the ear and she get some slap on it. Good job, good job, good job, good job, good job. Call my name, say my name, say my name. Scatter, say my name. Burrell, scatter, Burrell, scatter, Burrell. Scatter, Burrell. Dirty dog. Scatter take away your girl, but you gone a studio with her with broke pocket. After you're there in the house and the woman hungry and you go buy car over food. And one time the girl go run Scatter Burrell carry her go a supermarket, go buy 2 bags of food and put money in her pocket. She left you same time. Oh, you think me never know the history? Let me tell you how him lose him woman. Broke like dog. Take the little money we him have and go buy BMW. For show off on people. Him pitney hungry, him woman hungry. Walk listener blood cleat. I wanna chat other people. Dirty Foota Hype. Come, let me bring you back to memory.
So people, you heard what one Kevin had to say as it pertains to Vybz Kartel concert and the reaction from Foota Hype. Just in case you did not hear, I want you to take a listen, take a look at exactly what Foota Hype said, and then I'll give my piece.
Buju started, Kartel keep it up. It's amazing. It's amazing. I don't want nobody a short change Buju, then I act like a Kartel alone do it. No, the culture do it. And then we have to remember, because remember, you know, Uno asked me for talk, you know. So me I got talk, you know. Zine, me I got talk. Big up Bagger British. Uno asked me for talk, so I'm going to talk. And I'm not going to talk, because I'm not kiss ass, me not kiss nobody ass. And me not look no favoritism. I'm my own bad man, my own boss, my own general, me do my own thing. Jubantan did 10 years in prison. Vybz Kartel did 13 years in prison. That empty void for these two giants create one big awareness and one big hunger to see them. I'm not Kartel, but I say see them. Remember that good enough. So this prison time and this exit from visibility and from us going to shows to see them create, you call it supply and demand. So this demand, Zine, is a hunger to see them. Great enough. But me still not satisfied with the culture yet. Me want the culture to be able to do this without nobody going to prison.
So people, you heard from one Kevin, what he said is true. Most persons with an iota of sense would say that Foota Hype, even if you give him the benefit of doubt, he has some slight MO of a hater, meaning that bad mind covetousness. he hates Vybz Kartel, don't know what the ultimate or the motive is, if it is because of Aishana or if it is the success of Vybz Kartel. So we see say one Kevin has been beating him like some sorts of Congo drum lately, and mostly he is telling the truth. When we listen to what Foota Hype said, there is half truth. However, when you have a reputation on hating on a specific person, even when you give credits because of the fact that you give that credit and then you turn around and you kick away the bucket of milk. So you get the milk and then you kick it over. What he said is half truth. The truth and the fact is that the fact that Buju Banton and the fact that Vybz Kartel were locked up for an extended amount of time, it builds the anticipation. So therefore, a whole bunch of persons, the demand was very high, the prices was very high. But like I said, the market price is what persons are willing to pay. So even though the prices for the tickets were very, very high, persons still bought it. The concert, in most persons, average person would say that it was very successful. The authority on music, Billboard, said that it was probably the best performance at that center. So therefore, the facts are out there. What Foota Hype said is his own opinion, and the truth and the fact is that it is kind of, at best, borderline pan hate, borderline on not constructive criticism, just hate and covetousness, in other words, form, point blank and period. Now, people, like the saying goes, when it rains, and it pours, and it rains, and it pours. And Foota Hype has been getting a beating on social media for everything he says, especially when he opposes the Vybz Kartel because of the context of what he says. So the beating and bashing that Foota Hype was getting did not stop there, because as soon as one Kevin made that post, Spice dancehall artists liked it. And of course, you know, when it comes to Foota Hype, ultra sensitive, very thin skin. As soon as Spice liked that comment or that video by one Kevin, Foota Hype then went on social media and gave his reaction as it pertains to Spice. I want you to take a listen, take a look to exactly what Foota Hype has to say as it pertains to Spice, commenting on the post that was made by one Kevin, and then I'll give my piece.
Find a song from when you're not too good, nothing, you know. But you're still the best out of the crop of female artists we have. So me gotta gear that. And that's why me still a speak and I address you with certain level of respect. Cause as bad as we want to think, the business need you. The business need you. See? You are like the stupid, illiterate comment that the man make 1 million times. So you wish you could have liked it 1 million times. I put this to you, Spice. See? Since you are say, you are like that 1 million times, so me attack foolishness, so the prison thing, help the whole thing we are going both for Buju and for Vybz Kartel. Here what me need you for do now. Zine, Grace Hamilton, Gracie, Spice, you by yourself promote a show in the National Stadium of Jamaica and see if you can get the crowd that Buju Banton get and the crowd that Vybz Kartel get. Do that and beat me. I make me like that 1 million times. Do that.
So people, again, you heard what Foota Hype has to say. When it comes to Foota Hype, when it comes to Vybz Kartel, when it comes to Spice, it seems as if he has a special kind of hate for Vybz Kartel and Spice. Both of them in a combination, he is going to get ill, he is going to go ham in the paint. Him will get in him feelings. So the fact that one Kevin is the person that is bashing him the most of lately, he's getting bashing from left, right, and center. Let's not get it twisted. But whenever one Kevin speaks, it seems as if Foota Hype feels it more. So then Foota Hype responded and telling Spice, listen, you go under the concert at the National Stadium and see if it is going to be filled. Now, people, that is kind of out of context, because all Spice was saying is that she agrees 100% with one Kevin. She did not say that she could do what Vybz Kartel did. So in other words, it seems as if Foota Hype is saying that if Spice went to jail and do an extended amount of stay, then she would be popping. She could absolutely do the same thing. People, me don't know what Foota Hype was trying to say, but the point is that him call out Spice. Spice responded to one Kevin and then he claps back at Spice, as Foota Hype always do. Only it seems as if Foota Hype is always getting the SHITTY end of the stick. And in these circumstances, that is the case. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, like you heard me say before, when it rains and it rains and it pours. Foota Hype has been getting the rain as it pertains to bad mind bashing. Vybz Kartel has been getting the rain as it pertains to persons hating on him. People seem to find all sorts of reasons, all sorts of theory as it pertains to everything that is Vybz Kartel. An ex-person that did this calls himself some sort of spiritual reader, and people, you know, when it comes to these people, I do not trust. None of them are T-boss. All of them are full of ish. So I want you to take a listen, take a look at exactly what this young man has to say as it pertains to Vybz Kartel getting that chain from Drake, OVO chain with the owl. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
Hey, bless the Lord. This is Evangelist Richard. I'm here one more time. Alright, I'm here to talk about something that I see on YouTube. I see a video where Vybz Kartel get a gift from Jake, right? And the gift is a chain with the OVO. Many of you don't know what the OVO sign mean. In a Jamaica, we call it all. Patu. Overseas, the OVO. Everybody who sign to Jake label have a sign of the OVO, have it as a chain, and when you sign to that label, you have to do a ritual. Vybz Kartel get a chain as well. I know some of you will come for me in the comments, but this is the truth. It can be that Vybz Kartel I get himself in a something, will not forget himself in a, because that sign signifies something deep. It's a part of the occult. You can type it in OVO. Anybody will come across this video, you can type it in the comments, so when people are cuss, they can click on it and they say more about this sign. Jake have it on his shirt, everything him have it on. It's a demonic sign, right? It mean a lot of things, and I'm gonna post a video about it. It will have a little bad word, not enough, but overlook that, right? And you guys will understand what I'm saying to you.
So people, you heard what that individual had to say. This is what I have to say. It seems as if everybody turned spiritual reader. Everybody turned prophets as soon as Vybz Kartel get released. It seems as if all the prophet and the prophetess were locked up in an imprisonment just like Vybz Kartel. Nobody had any sorts of opinion. Nobody had any sorts of dream. But as soon as Vybz Kartel does something, everybody have an interpretation. And an interpretation is just like an opinion. An opinion is just like an ASS whole. Everybody have one. If you know anything about persons that have conspiracy theory or persons that claim to be prophet or prophetess, you should know that these people are delusional most of the time. You should know that most of these people have an ulterior motive. They see that something is trending, so therefore they are going to speak on it. Only the ulterior motive is to get people towards them, then scam and sham. I am not saying that there's no sorts of spiritual readers out there, no sorts of prophets out there. However, when it comes to social media, I do not trust no sorts of con artists in the form of a prophetess or prophet. Wolves in sheep clothing. Point blank and period. So people, like I said, everybody and their mother have an opinion of everything that is Vybz Kartel. Anytime Vybz Kartel make a post, if Vybz Kartel do a show, Vybz Kartel make any sort of decision as it pertains to his crew, as it pertains to Sean Storm, as it pertains to Mad Sus, As it pertains to Lisa Hyper, everybody and their mother have something to say. And one of those persons that have something to say about Vybz Kartel and Sean Storm is a man known as Lavish. Again, social media personality. And again, like I've said, believe half of what you see on social media, half of what you hear. Everybody have an agenda to promote themselves. It is not about being authentic or true. Them just give an opinion based on a topic that is hot, and them know so if them talk any sorts of ill stuff, people are always going to gravitate to it and their tongues are going to be lashing. So people, I want you to take a listen, take a look to what Lavish has to say, and then I'll give my piece.
Vybz Kartel, you and the bumbo clock nigga there 15, 13 years behind prison. When name? Caro or what the boy name with power with Vybz Kartel who do 13 years in a prison different from the artist. Me how my Vybz Kartel know one bumbo clock thing. I say this man want to share and post this. Vybz Kartel, sorry about that. You do 13 years with 2 DJ behind prison. You turn elevate and turn freedom and get rich and big. And you tell me, say you left Claro, a Bumbuckler, Jamaica, and yesterday the youth birthday, you turn 36. You left the youth of Jamaica. You tell me, say you're a star. And you tell me, say, in all this suffering and life or your face with the youth them, you're going to make me know personal say. You're there foreigner tour. I don't look about a visa for the youth them. Come on, Vybz Kartel. You see that youth them sit on the stage of Freedom Street with you, where the 13 years in a prison with you, in deserve a bumbuclad visa for your travel with you. Me say the man do 13 blood clot here. And me, the man I call Papi. The man no call Sean Storm, you know. The man should say Sean Storm, listen what go on, look how your DJ burn down the world. Looking at the crowd. The man I call Papi, where Papi done been through them crowd already. Papi done create them hype there already, dog. DJ. You come like you're now a member. It's a 13 blood clot here out of a man's life. Looking at yourself. DJ, looking at your blood clot self, this man on my poster one here. A 13 here and the dog them do. And you're going to tell me, say, Papi's number you call, and Black Rhino, and some bumbuclad man, when they're not foreigner for them one. That's why I tell us, say, you should have spent money about the blood clot DJ them visa. You have to get the youth them visa.
So people, you heard exactly what he has to say. He gave his opinion as it pertains to Vybz Kartel performing at his show, one of his show at the Barclays Center. And he FaceTime or called Popcorn. He did not call Sean Storm and say, look what is going on. All the while, Sean Storm is in Jamaica, Mad Sus is in Jamaica, but this is more about Sean Storm. Now people, here's the thing. You and I don't know what type of plans Vybz Kartel have as it pertains to Sean Storm. Don't know what type of complication as it pertains to Sean Storm acquiring a US visa and work permit. So maybe it is in the process, I am sure. Don't know Vybz Kartel like that. However, if he's out and that man was as loyal as you can get, Sean Storm should be in the process of getting a visa, US visa and work permit, if it is at all possible. It might be a little bit more time consuming than Vybz Kartel getting his because Vybz Kartel is an entity by himself. Vybz Kartel, there's only one Vybz Kartel and Vybz Kartel is in high demand. So therefore, persons that are legal, law-abiding, tax-paying citizens in America that are promoters have the right to have a show and keep a show that is going to be successful. There's going to be a trickle-down effect as it pertains to the economy. People making money. So therefore, the immigration and customs will more be inclined to grant that person that visa. As it pertains to Sean Storm, it might take a little more time. So people, I say, don't know what are the plans. Yes, some things kind of look kind of shaky as it pertains to Vybz Kartel because we see that Vybz Kartel as an entity, he is going to promote the hype. He is going to call persons that are going to add to the show and are going to be significantly increasing his bottom line, meaning the amount of money that he makes. Is Sean Storm one of those? Is the fact that Sean Storm did 13 years make him be one of those persons that's supposed to be the first priority of Vybz Kartel? People, that is up to interpretation, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, Please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.